Hey, what's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. So today, it's time to talk about an anime that deserves so much more attention. Well, it probably gets a lot of attention because there's so many iterations of it, and so many people are different fans of it. So let's just cut to the chase. Fam, I'm talking about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Now, 5,000 years later, a boy named Yugi unlocks the secret of the Millennium Puzzle. He is infused with ancient magical energies, for destiny has chosen him to defend the world.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the undisputed king of bringing anime to the West, along with a couple others, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Has to be the one that, I remember personally, in every neighborhood, a lot of kids were talking about it. This is where some of the first showcasing of nerds in all sorts of different places happened. The trading cards, the art, the show. You can't tell me nothing, and rest in peace to creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Was one of those shows that was just different. It was cool. It had this edge to it. It had this way of telling the story that was unbelievably fun. It had puzzles. It made card games cool. And basically our main character, Yugi Moto, if you didn't know, come on, if you haven't seen Yu-Gi-Oh!, you are missing out, especially the first iterations of it. I know it has so many different seasons of different characters and stuff like that, but you gotta check out the original, because the original did something so incredibly special. It had such incredible art, had so many great characters within the card games. The art was incredible because I remember collecting it as a kid. Let's not even talking about trying to figure out how to get Exodia. Don't even talk to me about Dark Magician Girl. There's so many great things about Yu-Gi-Oh! And the zaniness, the creativity, the randomness of Kaiba. There's so many great things that was done within those moments. So this anime is transcendental. It'll always stand the test of time. It's one of those animes that I will never stop talking about, and I'll never want to share with other people, because man, Yu-Gi-Oh! Took the world by storm, and it's also heralded as basically one of the most highest grossing franchises. It's up there along with Pokemon, along with so many others, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a vibe, fam.
You'll also know it's my favorite, and it's one of my most powerful cards, Dark Magician!
So boom, let me give you a good bit of the story. Our main character, Yugi, ends up solving an ancient puzzle, which is, I totally wanted this as a necklace, but it looks so heavy, and I know several rappers got it as a jewelry piece, which is totally hard, and it's a crazy flex. If I ever get a stupid amount of money, I'm totally gonna get this, the Millennium Puzzle, and basically spurns and gives him a spirit that inhabits him and gives him this alter ego. And come to find out, it's this pharaoh that has lost all his memories, and now he's basically this gambling spirit who's ready to take all the risks. He's just basically the opposite of timid Yugi, and he ends up just adventuring around. This is an adventure, science, fantasy. It's so cool. I wanted a dual disc so freaking bad. I wanted so many different aspects of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it was so cool. It was zany. I wanted my hair like that. There was so many great things about Yu-Gi-Oh! That I feel is so incredibly understated. So many more people need to talk about the impact of Yugi.
Yugi, wait!
What's wrong, Pharaoh?
Don't you sense it? We can't leave yet.
Oh, and also that translates to just the game king if no one knew. I had no idea, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is everything, fam, and if you didn't know that, now you know. And also, there was a couple other seasons beside Yu-Gi-Oh! That was pretty incredible. Every season, Yu-Gi-Oh! Adds on another aspect, another way of doing things, and with each season, there's other cards that are pretty cool. One of my dreams was to design my own card and put that a part of it, because that's history, fam. I wanted kids to be collecting this. I remember people running around with dual decks. I remember explaining the rules, having the trap cards. It's crazy how we have these memes that are so old that I remember them from my childhood. My childhood is riddled with Final Fantasy, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts, all sorts of different things that grew up with me. They're still a part of me, and I never stop talking about it when I think about it.
The semi-final duel will now begin.
We're about to find out which one of our Egyptian god cards reigns supreme.
And Yu-Gi-Oh! Continues to come up with new things, though I'm not really watching it anymore because, you know, it's one of those things. It's like the changing of the guard. It got me to where I needed to. I'm definitely going to be collecting more cards, which I think it's weird that Pokemon cards got so rare, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards didn't. I feel like they should get way more rare than what they already are, but they aren't at the moment, which is like totally does not make sense to me. Yu-Gi-Oh! Definitely had some artistry, some very rare cards, and also, if you know where some Exodia cards at, I'll buy them off the streets. You feel me? Like, I can't believe that we're not giving more attention to Yu-Gi-Oh! And I want to talk about how much of an impact Yu-Gi-Oh! Did. I remember people were just running around with certain cards. I remember actually, you know why Yu-Gi-Oh! Was so much more fun? Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Was much more approachable.
Last, I finally face Pegasus. It will take all the wisdom my grandpa gave me and all the power in my cards, but I will defeat him.
Because once you get like a starter deck, stuff like that, they had the little layouts where you basically could play the game and it at least taught you while giving you the layout. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was incredibly more approachable than Pokemon, at least from my memories. Let's not even talk about the games. At least the beginning games were pretty fire, were pretty cool. I don't know, man. It's just so linked to my childhood, and I wanted to share this with you because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is 10 out of 10. Like, this is everything to me in a bag of chips, and if you've never experienced Yu-Gi-Oh!, you're totally missing out. You need to go rewatch history, see how crazy it was. Kaiba, oh my god, the way he would dress, the way he would just be a bazillionaire doing whatever he was doing, and how Yugi was so timid and then he would change to his alter ego. And also, never forget this, Yu-Gi-Oh! Had black Egyptians. Every sort of Western media shows most Egyptians as being fair-skinned. No, a Japanese man knew the truth, and the truth was that Egyptian people are darker skinned, stuff like that. That's just something you gotta appreciate, man. And that's pretty much it. I've pretty much talked to you crazy about Yu-Gi-Oh! And I hope you appreciate it. Go watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Go back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Man. Like, there needs to be more love and appreciation. I don't care, man. Like, I rest in peace to the author. He created something that is far spanning and has a spirit that continues to live on, and I just want to celebrate that. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Take care of yourself. I hope this new year brings you all types of greatness and happiness. Anyway, peace.